Hi, I'm making this video just in case me and my friends will lose our first Minecraft Realm survival world. So, in case we lose it, we'll have the memories of it. So, let's begin with. We played on the map for like a year and a half. I don't really remember, but we did play a lot. This is the spawn point, and this is the portal that leads you to the Nether hub. But before we do that, I'll show you the overworld, the Nether, and then the end. The end, it's empty. We didn't really do a lot to the end, but yeah, let's begin. First, I'm gonna show you Mitza slash his brother's home. Let me just do this. Mitza and his brothers played on the same account. His brother played a lot more than him, but they still played on the server at least. A bit of lag before the chunks render. And then here is his second home that he wanted to make, but he didn't. He didn't finish it, of course. And that's about with Mitza and his brother. Now let's move on to Dennis's home and what he made so far. He made his own spruce biome. This is his tree house with 2 towers. To think about it, it kinda looks like a warden from the Kevin Clips update. The towers. He has a farm behind here with a secret room that's not really secret, with his storage area. Bogdan stole some redstone lamps. This is his farm. I really like this. Let's move on to his castle. The castle is empty inside. And then his animal farm that doesn't have animals. Why is there a crafting table there? And the last thing he made, it's a tree vacation home. That's right next to the spawn point. Now let's move on to Valley. This is Valley's home. The big tower and the small castle. This is the view from his castle. He made a small bridge between his home and the tower that has a lot of potatoes. The tower is pretty empty, but it looks really nice. Don't mind the banners. Fun fact, I actually rebuilt part of his room because he got caught on fire by the thunderstorm before they added the uh, couple rods, lightning rods. Let's move on to his village. It's a medieval style village. The portal I made it by mistake. It teleported me over here from the nether. Let's walk a bit around. He did a great job. I like his village. Now, let's move on to Bogdan. This is Bogdan's first village. Let's go outside first. This is his farm. He got a lot of llamas here, and then a barn with a stable. There was a big spruce village around here. A small fountain. And what remained of the village that was supposed to be here. Now let's go and show you the big village. Let me make it a day. Uh, he made a bridge here that leads. He was supposed to be a bigger village on the other side, and here as well, a farm. Now let's go inside. A small knight statue. This was his main home before he moved to make another village. And that's it here. Now I'm gonna show you his second, which is was the main village now, before we move to the new realm. This is a small fortress. The church. I think the church is the only one that has furniture inside, so let's go and see. Let's take a walk through his village. A small fountain with 4 beacons. He made his own map. That's where we are. There was supposed to be a lot of boats there, but he never fished. If you see the border, the big gray border, it's how big it was supposed to be. But then we moved to another one. We started another survival world. I think the platform wants to see how it looks from above. And a small farmhouse. And that's it with Bogdan. But before we finish with him, because of the wall he made, it's quite big. I told him to build like a titan around it, like the Colossal Titan from Attack on Titan here, somewhere, because it would look cool. Why not? Now, let's move on to me. This is where my house begins, with some animal farms. A bridge that leads to my home. This is the... I made an village Lux apartment. This way goes to my home, which I lived in a cave. This leads to the tower. Now let's show you inside my home. I made it like a secret entrance. The plants are a bit overgrown, with some water elevators. This is where I will live. My beds were the villagers mode. The small enchanting area. The storage area. That's not really something wow. A small farm. where Enderman likes to hang out. The cave area I would go mining with wardens to protect it from these guys. My nether portal. That has another world farm behind it. And the last thing in my home is the villager trading hall and breeding farm with a small farm. The breeding area that leads to the Lux apartment. The trading hall with the view outside. Deluxe apartment from the inside. Now I'm gonna show you a small fortress. This is from the inside. This leads to a spider farm. If only the tinted glass was made before, this would be tinted glass, but it wasn't. This is the iron farm. It's nothing much. It's a small one. I'll show you my village. I had to custom make the pink cherry blossom trees because they were added in the game when we played on this one. It would have been a lot easier if they just added the cherry blossom trees faster in the game. This is how it looks without shaders on night, on daytime. It still looks good. I made a pond for the turtles swimming with a small beach on the side, a dojo. That's the breeding area for the villagers. Now let's see at night. And then with shaders. And now let's take a walk inside the village. Let's make it day. This leads to the tower. Some of the buildings that we made are from YouTube, some are made by us. A small shop, another pond. This is a park area with a swing and a sand pit with benches. The tower is pretty empty. It took me like 2 days, 2 or 3 days to make it. The wall like a week and the rest a lot more. I'm really proud of this village. This is the pathway to the small cliff, mountain or yeah, that leads to the breeding farm of the villagers with some small houses around. The dojo with a backyard. This is a small farmhouse, some wheat fields, and then the lumberjack area. Now I'm gonna show you our main village that I made into something better. It's not something wow, but it worked for the start. The big house is the trading hall. Again, don't mind the banners. The breeding area. A clothing shop. Stables. Another clothing shop. A small beach. A fountain. A church. And that's it about the main village. And I can show the trading hall as well. With the important enchants. I'm gonna show the importer room. It's not something wow, but it works. It looks good. I'm gonna show you the raid farm, which is underground. That's the pillager farm. They just spawn down there, and then they get sucked in the tube. If you wanna start a raid, you kill the ones with the banners on the back. If you don't, you just drink milk from the cow. And they spawn a lot. There was a pillager outpost there that I need to destroy and then flatten around the whole area. I'm gonna show you the guardian farm. But first the gunpowder farm, because they are in the same area. And the guardian farm is in this way. They just spawn, they get teleported into the nether, and then if you wanna collect the stuff from the guardians, you need to go to the nether. I think that's everything in the overworld. Let's go to the nether. Again, this is the spawn point. This is the nether hub. This is the portal that leads to my home. Uh, Here is the starting area for new players that join the realm. Shulkers with starter blocks, food, kits, and everything to start your world. This leads to Dennis' home, the pillager farm, and the end portal. This is Dennis's portal. Uh, the pathway to the portals Took me like a week and a half to build, and then I made it look like it's chained to the wall. It's like supported by the chains. This is the pillager portal. They have name tags there, but I can't see them because of this. This is the end portal here. Now let's go back to the spawn point. This leads to the gunpowder farm and the guardian farm, which is a really long way. This is a small enclosure for a Fuzz, John, and then Eric. This is the where the guardians teleport through the nether portals in the overworld, and they would just get burned by the soul campfires. The guardian fires are always so efficient. And then this just leads to the gunpowder and garden farm. I'll show you the gold farm. I forgot to make a way to it. It's above the bedrock. And now the last thing in the nether is the nether mansion that I made. And this is the other side of the sword nether portal from the overworld. Inside it's pretty empty, it's not a lot. Only the dining room, enchanting room, and then it's pretty empty. And now I'll show you the end. In the end, that I said in the beginning, I didn't really do much. I did make this bridge. Yeah, if you place blocks on top of the obsidian ones, they will just delete. This is the Enderman farm that broke somehow. I don't know how, but it did. The Endermite died, but it works. I just need to cover it a bit more. We wanted to make something in the end, I don't really remember what, but we never did. This is the farm for the black roses and where to kill the wither for beacons. And that's it. Uh, this is the portal to the gold farm. It's not far away, but I forgot to link it. If you watched the video, thank you and have a great day. See ya.